All right, proud of our football team. We came out 1-0. That's what we talk about it each and every week. It's great to be back, at the Liberty Bowl to get another win. Hats off to Southern. I thought they did a nice job. Had a good plan there offensively. So great use of misdirection. I thought kept us off balance. Really controlled the clock there in the first half. But proud of our guys, proud of the response. We need to come out and have a great second half. I thought we did that other than a couple of plays, but plays with our guys, coming out and getting the job done. Like to see a little bit better job with more energy. We had a couple of guys that were out, forced some other guys into roles that you had to play more, and there's some guys that It was their first experience, and it's gonna have to be something they're gonna have to build off of when it comes down to the mindset and the approach of how we take the field. But all in all, I thought it was a good day. It was good for us to get another victory. Yeah, Kenneth is a young man that he prepares extremely hard every single day. We ask him to do a lot. He's really in that Tony Pollard type hybrid role that can do a little bit of everything out in the slot, in the backfield, and so his fall camp, there's so many variations of things that he can do. We put a lot on him, and now today he had primary work in the backfield. I thought did an exceptional job. I think average over 5 yards per carry. Did some great things catching the ball out of the backfield. Was really pleased with his performance. He's developing into a heck of a player for us, so I was really proud of him. I thought Brady did a nice job. It was very efficient. Threw the ball well. There was a couple plays that we're going to continue to learn from. But I thought we pushed the ball down the field. Was able to get in a pretty good rhythm. We had the one sack where we had a bust on one of our linemen, and he gave up this blindside hit. That's really not on Brady. So it was. But I thought all in all, it was a good day on his behalf. Did a nice job managing the run game, helping some of those young backs when they were out there. They're really showing a lot of maturity and leadership on this offense. I thought he. Not really. I mean, I thought, nothing really stands out. I thought he was. Very efficient in what he did. I mean, he pushed the ball down the field, had a couple great, great deep balls. I think you're going to say one that's kind of just jumping out is the wheel route to Joey down on the far side. That was a big play, in that situation. But I thought he did some good things, and he just continued to get better. Yeah, I mean, we go into each game. We got to be able to take what people give us, and they were trying to drop an extra hat in the box at times, and so we were able to hurt them in the passing game a little bit. I think in the first half we only had 16 snaps, and so that was might be the fewest snaps we've ever had in a half. It was different to go through that, but part of that was with the block punt, which was awesome. It was a great play there by all involved, but it was. I thought our guys did a nice job trying to stay in rhythm when they were on the field. The second half did a pretty good job, other than the sack fumble. But and also I just want to comment on our special teams. I thought Coach Limbo had an outstanding plan. We challenged our guys to really show up in every phase, and I think we showed up in every phase. Our punt pressure team was incredible. I mean, I think we blocked 2 punts, but we also forced numerous quicker kicks and short punts that really flipped the field position. They were trying to position kick on their kickoff team, so we got great field position to start off with. But I thought Coach Limbo and the staff did a nice job putting our guys in a great position, and our guys showed up big there.
When you watched film of them, did you see something in their punt team that you knew you were going to be able to exploit?
And we thought that was an area that we could maybe create some pressure, and it was something that we didn't have to have an all-out block, but there was a couple places that we could challenge their protection. And I thought our guys bought into that. And then, Drake Clark getting the first one, true freshman, was pretty incredible. And then Keith Brown, who was really this was his debut. He played so few snaps last year, was out the last game, but to see him get a touchdown was pretty incredible. And then, Colton Cochran with a big block there at the end as well, that helped set up one of those last scores.
It took a while to get going, but once you did, you were able to get a lot of players in there. You were able to play some guys even in different positions. How important is that going forward?
It's great. I think Connor went in for the entire fourth quarter, was able to, and I gave him a drive. I want to see him operate. Seeing him, he went 6 for 7, I think, made some really good decisions, and the one incompletion was a perfectly thrown ball. So that was great to see Connor go in there and not get, not have nerves and just really go out there and play. We're able to play some of the young backs to get a look at them. Some good, there's some good, some bad. But I was excited to see that defensively. We were able to roll quite a few guys as well. So hopefully we get guys back and healthy from the couple that were out, and we'll continue to progress.
In the first half, the defense allowed over 150 rushing yards. How important was it for you to shut down the run in the second half?
It's always going to be a focus of ours, and I think they had 70 yards in the first drive rushing. So it was, obviously we didn't start the way we wanted to. And the credit to Southern, I tell you, I thought they had a really good plan. Did some first timers from things that we'd not seen on film, but I thought they did an exceptional job there early. Quarterback hurt us. They protected the football, and you watch. They lost their last game by 1 score, and they had 5 turnovers. They did a nice job. They've got a very experienced group. We had to respond, and I thought our guys did a nice job. Offense controlled the clock there in the second half as well. So, but our defense, they did what they needed to do there in the second half. Yeah, anytime you miss a great player, there has to be a new opportunity for somebody else to stand up and assert themselves. And I thought we had some guys that did that at times, but probably not to the level that is our expectation. And so we're going to continue to push those guys. We have great depth. O'Brien is a dynamic player there inside, but on the flip side of it, he's not going to play every snap in the game regardless. And so we have to build that depth. I love our depth. I think our defensive line, I think it's a great group. But all in all, we have to play as a collective unit, all doing our job. And then when that happens, good things will follow.
Going back to special teams, you had a major part in the return game, obviously in the kicking game. But is it nice kind of having that blocking element available where you guys can show that off a little bit too?
Well, that was something that was big, and as I was going through and evaluating coordinators and guys that I was looking to bring in the program. Coach Limbo has an unbelievable track record. I think when it was at Maryland, he blocked 9 kicks. I think it was in 2 years. He's done a really nice job. So I think when you see last week and you see the return game with what Pop was able to do, this week you see the pressure looks that we were able to put on film and have success with. And all those things are going to carry over. And our guys, they're continuing to buy into it. We're continuing to work to get better in special teams. But anybody that's been around this program the last 4 years, and it's a critical factor in what we do. And I believe it's what separates us. And so that has to be a major strength for us. Well, I don't. To be honest with you, it's. I had high expectations for this staff, and I believe in the men that I hired. I believe in the young men that I recruit. And that we bring to be a part of this program, and this is it's what makes it so enjoyable. We come off the field, and there were some guys that honestly were disappointed. After the victory. And I told our football team, I was like, look, at the end of the day, it's hard to win a college football game. There's a lot of teams that go out there and will play a game and find a way to come up short. Our football team, maybe there were some points today or some places where we didn't play up to our expectation. All right, that makes them mad. I think I told in a press conference earlier this week. Guess what? There were some times last week I was sick. All right, about some of the things I saw on film against the first opponent. Right. That's part of the game. It's about growing as a team, right? We had another experience today. We did it, and we were able to have success, and we accomplished the things we needed to accomplish. But I like that expectation from our team. I like that some guys were a little disappointed in their performance. Well, how do you fix it? Go back to work. coaches, players, everybody involved. But it's pretty good to be a part of a program where you can win a football game and people that are pissed off. Because, there's some things last week I was pissed off about, right? And so we're all pushing to try to put the best version of ourselves out there on the field. And that's what I love about this group, and I love about these coaches, that we're all bought into that.
How much did this game against this offense, how much does it vary down the line?
Well, it's great because there's so much variation, right? They were, you saw the option element, you saw, the zone read. I mean, the fly sweep game, things that we're going to see throughout the season. Now, some of it we didn't look very good on, so we're gonna have to improve on it. But at the end of the day, it's a collective effort to grow. And whenever you can see that at full speed, you can see that with a team that's pretty good at running it. That's gonna help your team, and I think that we're gonna be able to build off that as we continue on in the season. I'm excited about what this team will be. I don't necessarily, to say that I know who we are yet, that's going to be an ever-flowing process, right? You sit there, a lot of people would have said last year when we were 4-4, they would want the same statement. Do I know what that? No, we didn't. We had to find out what it was, right? We're still at the same place now. We're building, we're growing. I can promise you we're challenging. We're pushing our guys in every aspect, and they're going to make the choice to accept it and to push harder, or they won't. And that's going to define the team and define our identity. But every time we step on that field, we make a statement. We make a statement to who we are, where we're growing, and the things that we're willing to do. And there's not another group that I'd rather be a part of it with than this football team, because I love these kids.